Hey everybody, it's Nicole B from Bead'n with Nicole B, and I'm here with another video. I want to say welcome to those that are new to the channel, and to those that are returning, welcome back. So today we're going to be making some jewelry pieces, and we're going to use the items that I received from BeebeeCraft. If you look back, you'll see that I did a haul from BeebeeCraft and received some items. So the first couple pieces that we're going to make, I'm going to use these items here. We have our Honey Handy jade beads with the gold foil, okay? And then we have our Honey Handy red jasper. Remember, we said these were the brick, right? The fire brick. So these are the two beads that we're gonna start with today, okay? And we also have some jewelry findings. I have clasp in here. I have some crimp covers, bead caps, all of that good stuff, ear wires. We have all the things, you guys. So we're going to be making some beautiful pieces today, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. Okay, you guys, as you can see, I have already started stringing the pattern of the first design that we're going to be doing. Okay, so we have our jade beads here with the gold spacer in between, and then we have our red jasper here with the bead caps. So that's going to be the continuous pattern that we're going to use, okay? And then we have our strands here. This is the first one. We're going to start with this one on the stretch cord, and then we'll get to this one. This is the pattern for that, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. Oh, let's take that out of there. Let's put it right there. Okay. So we're just gonna put the same pattern on with the bead caps. Sometimes these bead caps take a lot of work to get in place, but once you get it going, you're good. Okay, just turn it around. Okay, and our third. Okay, so that's the pattern. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and string these on, and I'll come right back to you guys. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're down to our last few beads. And if I must say so, these babies right here, these are the most, sometimes they can be the most difficult to string on, the bead spacers, the round spacers. Boy, oh boy. All right. And there we have it, our first design. I love this design. I love those bead caps, those filigree bead caps on there. Okay, so now we are going to I'm actually going to sit this to the side and I'm going to string my next design, okay? And then we'll come back to that. We'll close this one up after the next strand. Okay, let's move this. Okay, you guys. Okay, so here we are with our second strand that we are going to make. This is the gold foil black jade. Okay, so for this design, we're going to be working on the wire. We're going to be using our Bead'n 19 strand wire. Okay, so let's get started with this one. And the pattern is pretty easy for this one. We're just going to string it on first. We have 3 beads, then a gold spacer, okay, that's our gold spacer. Okay, so let's look at the pattern that we have. Okay, we have 3, a spacer, 3, and a spacer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to string these on, and I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we have our last few beads to string on. And there we have it. We have our strand. Isn't that pretty? I love the three beads gold spacer, 3 beads gold spacer, and then we have our 2 sets in the middle that have the bead caps. Okay, so that's the pattern that we're using. Now, this is the part that we are going to do. We're going to put our clasp on our bead crimps, our crimp tubes. And then we have our wire guardian in place too. Okay, that's going to be to secure and finish our strand off so that it looks very finished and very, polished and finished and professional. Okay, and then we also have our crimp cover. Okay, all right. Here we have our gold clasp that we're going to be using. Let's put it inside of our cup so we can see a little better. Okay, that's the clasper that we're going to be using. Okay. We have our trusted crimping pliers. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the crimp tube on. And we're using crimp tubes instead of crimp beads. The crimp tube is a cylinder. Okay, it's not a round bead like the crimping bead. Okay, so we're gonna put that on. Then I'm gonna put the wire guardian on as well. The wire guardian is sort of like a horseshoe. I'll just let that fall down for now. It's like a horseshoe, if you can see that. I'll show you in just a minute. Let's get this strung on there. It's pretty tedious process too. If I must say so myself, to get that all on there. It's on there now though. Okay, let's see. I want to kind of show you guys what it is that if you can see that. That wire guardian is like in a horseshoe shape. Okay. And then we have we're going to pull that down. Then we're going to attach one part of the clasp. This ring. There we go. See, we have our clasp attached. Okay. And now I am going to feed the loose strand back into the crimp tube. Okay. Ooh, my hands are slippery on this wire here. All right, there we go. Okay. We have everything in place now. As you can see, we have our crimp tube, we have our wire guardian, and then we have our clasp on this end, okay? So now we're going to make sure that our wire is not crossed across each other. We want to make sure that each strand of wire goes into its own tunnel. I call them tunnels, and you'll see that in just a moment. Okay, it's right there. Let's keep it right there. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it. I just want to make sure that my wires are not crossed off, so that way when I crimp, each wire is in its own. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and crimp. We're gonna crimp. Ooh. We're gonna put it in the last divot down here, okay? And that's what we're gonna crimp in. I probably should turn them the other way so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's better. I'm deciding if I want to tighten it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. I want it right there. Okay, let's move it up. And we have crimped. If you can see, it's crimped. It looks like, okay, it looks like a sandwich that's not folded yet. And now we're going to take the top part, the top divot, and we are going to half it, make it into a sandwich. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now it's crimped. And I am going to go ahead and pull these down. I'm going to go ahead and continue going, you guys, and then I'll come back. I'm just going to feed this through a few of the beads, and then we'll clip off the, maybe not clip it. We'll leave it, maybe leave it in place. I'm going to clip it right there. Okay, there we go. And we have our bracelets. Ooh. Okay, now we are going to cut off the wire so we can close her off, and then we'll put on the crimp covers. Okay. All right, let's straighten this out a little bit. Let's put our crimp tube. Okay. Wire guardian. And the other half of the clasp. Okay. And now I have everything there in place. I'm pulling my wire down so I can crimp. I'm going to actually feed it through a bead or two, so that way I'll be able to pull like I want to. Okay. There we go. And I can tell where it's not crossing. I need to keep it this way though. And I'm going to go ahead and crimp. Crimp really good and solid. And then I'm going to close it up. There we go. And there we have it. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I love it. Okay. So now to do the finishing step, you guys, to finish this off, we want to add some pretty crimp covers, okay? We'll put this one on. And you kind of have to hold it like you're holding it just like this so it can go right on to that crimp. And I'm going to hold that in place like that. Please don't come off. I'm going to grab my pliers, my chain nose, and I'm going to close that crimp cover up slowly. And it's turning into a ball. Okay. And then I'm also going to close my wire guardian up. I'm going to use my bent nose. I'm to close it up a little bit real quick so it doesn't fall off. There we go. There we go. I have to work with my right hand. Okay. Close it a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Woo! I love it. And you close it up with our toggle clasp. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love how that turned out. I love the design. I love the pattern of the beads. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to close off. We're going to tie off our stretch cord bracelet. Okay. All right. So we are going to do one overhand. Well, I'm going to stretch my cord a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Overhand, one overhand. Little, you want to get it pretty solid. And then I'm going to go overhand the opposite way. And I'm going to keep it solid down here at the bottom so that it doesn't loosen up on me, okay? And then I'll just do just like that, okay? And snug. And then I'm going to do what we call a surgeon's knot. I'm going to do a regular overhand knot. And then I'm going to take that over again to make it a double series of knots there. Okay. And we're just going to pull it closed. Okay. Now, some people like to put the glue. Some people don't like to put the glue. This is what we have. This is our finished look. It's beautiful. Okay. All right. So if you want to put the glue, you can put the glue. And take it, put a couple dabs here. Sorry if I'm not in the view in screen. Put the glue there. A little dab of glue, not too much glue. Okay. Okay. We're going to cut the strands off, you guys. Just enough. We leave a little tail. Okay, we'll leave a little tail there, and we're gonna pull in there. Voila. Pull the knot in, and that's what we have. Okay. Now we have a bonus. We have earrings here. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I decided to do the jade beads with the black foil for the earrings because I think there's the beads make it look so elegant with the bead caps on it. Okay. So we have to make our loops. And then we have our ear wires here. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and make the loops for the earrings. One. And 2. Okay. And I'm going to make sure there we go. Make sure they're closed the way I like them. Okay. And now we're going to put our ear hooks on. I'm going to open those up. We're going to open them up. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's keep it that way. I'm right-handed, so. And we're just going to pull the wire, the loop toward me. Feed the earring on. Close it up. And we have ourselves earrings. Well, no, let's put it on my hand because you can see it better. Look at that. It's very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. So we have our bracelet, matching earrings, and another bracelet. How about that, you guys? Lovelies, lovelies. I love it. Woo, look at that. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by and watching my video today, you guys. There will be another episode from this box, okay? If you remember from the bead haul, the unboxing, we said that there was a code. You can look in the description box and I will have the code if you would like to purchase any items that came from this bead box that I unboxed, okay? Or if you want to get the beads that I have here that I used today, you can also use that code and you can receive 10% off your entire order. So if you want to check out the website or if you want to purchase any items that you saw on this video today, check down below in the description box. And for those who may have a YouTube channel and have at least 100 subscribers, again, like we said before, you can also be a part of this cooperative event, YouTube event with BeebeeCraft. Check the description box below for any links available. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.